So what is higher order leadership? To me, higher order leadership is about a larger vision for humanity than just self-interest. It's about that capacity to put the needs of others before oneself and to lead from that standpoint. To me, leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela were all leaders who exhibited this exquisite form of leadership. Each one of them had a very human objective that they were trying to achieve. In Gandhi's case, it was to rid India of the British and to restore self-determination to her people. In the case of Martin Luther King, it was to end segregation in America, and for Nelson Mandela to bring an end to apartheid in South Africa. But each of those leaders resonated with the rest of the world in extremely powerful ways. Their individual causes transcended for a much bigger vision of humanity that talked about freedom from oppression, from slavery, from the mental constraints that also keep so many of us in bondage. It was that power that enabled them to achieve remarkable things, that enabled their leadership to have a legacy long after their objectives were achieved. But none of these leaders was humanly perfect. They each struggled with their own demons, and they would be the first to admit that they came up short in many areas. But it was their integrity, their humility, their desire to do the very best thing by humanity. Martin Luther King famously talked about the need for human law to be in tandem with divine law, that it was never man's right to be oppressed or enchained in any kind of way. To me, it was this higher sense of leadership that enabled them to do extraordinary things. And yes, it was love for humanity that overcame their fears, their individual hardships, of which we know a lot, and to really overcome the barriers that prevented them and their people from progressing. I believe that this is the kind of leadership that each individual should be expressing. And it needs to start with each one of us individually. In order for us to lead others, as leaders, we have to exhibit the personal leadership, to do the work on ourselves that enables us to get rid of ego, of fear, of a sense of competition, or any kind of negativity that's going to hold us back as leaders. We need to be grounded in that sense of love in order to be able to bring about the very best for the people we lead in the communities in which we live. I invite you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video series. I truly believe that the times we're living through now present an opportunity for us to reboot the world, to live from a place of love, not fear, and for us all to exhibit that higher order leadership that the world so desperately needs.